All right. Hi, guys.
Hi,
Welcome
everybody.
to our 6 o'clock webinar. Good evening, officially. So we might have met already. So Anika and I are two teachers from Milan. We work at the Milan Meravigli School, which is right in the center of the city. And yes, we've been on lockdown now. This is the fourth week for us. And in fact, today we'll be talking about supermarkets, which is one of the few places we can actually go and have like a tiniest little bit of socializing these days.
Yeah, yeah, the only place we can go now. Yeah.
Yeah. How are
So,
you doing, Anika?
I'm doing good today. Yeah. So I have just realized there's so much to do. Um, so there hasn't been enough time to do so many things that I'm spending time on. One of them
Mm.
is learning Italian better.
Yeah. So have you been
Yeah.
doing some kind of like online course or
Oh,
self-study?
yes. I have discovered some great websites for doing some grammar exercises. So that's been helping out a lot.
Yeah, because that's the big thing with a language like Italian is there's so much of the grammar that you have to drill, right?
Yes.
I feel like a big difference with English is that, I mean, yes, of course, we have our grammar rules as well, but it's more like getting used to it. There's not a lot to
Hmm.
memorize, but I remember, yeah, with all the conjugations and etc.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
quite a lot. So
Hmm. Yeah.
awesome, guys. Now, if you don't know us, if we still haven't done a lesson together, you can see our names on the screen. So I'm
Hmm.
Thiago. I am from Brazil originally, though I've spent many years in California as well before moving here to Italy. And I've been working at MIS as a teacher since 2016.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been quite a
Yeah.
while. Yeah, one of the
Yeah.
veterans.
Nice. All right. So I will. I'll tell. I'll talk about myself. So before I go ahead, hi Davide. Thank you for joining us
Oh,
from
hey,
Padua.
Davide from Padova. Excellent.
Yeah. So anyone else who has just joined us, please let us know your name, where you're from, and where you live. So I am Anika. I am originally from Bangladesh, and I've been living in Italy for 5.5 years now. And I used to live in Malaysia before that. And
Wonderful.
yeah, so feel free to share about yourself. You're curious.
Yeah, because I also
Um,
know that this week we have a lot of students joining us from France and from Spain as well in our schools. Yesterday, I actually had the first student joining us from Lyon. So we're getting more and more international every week.
oh, that's wonderful, isn't it? So today we're going to talk about supermarkets, as Thiago has mentioned before. So let's move on with the plan, shall we?
Oh, we got loads of answers here that just loaded. So we got
Oh,
Diego
great.
joining us from Palermo. Fantastic, Diego. You know, Palermo was the first city I visited in, or that I lived in Italy. I spent 4 summers working in a hostel in Palermo. So it's
Wow.
definitely one of my favorite cities. So
Hmm.
awesome. And we have Eleonora joining us from Padua. Wonderful. Maria is joining us from Bari. Hello, Maria. We have Alessandra, who is from Naples. Exactly. Yeah, just care. I think you just have like a
Hmm.
typo there, right, Maria? Alessandra. Naples without that extra E there. But now you live in
Hmm.
Rome. Wonderful. And Maurizio is from Rome as well. Oh, hi, Ugo. Yes, I remember Ugo from our school in Meravigli. You are from
Oh,
Naples and you currently live in Milan. Welcome, welcome, guys. And Domenica is also from Naples. Olga is joining us from Milan. All right, guys. Nice to see a good group here.
yeah, very nice. Hi, everybody.
I believe that's Julia. Is that TP? Is that Trapani in Sicily?
Hmm.
Let us know.
Hmm. Yeah, Alcamo. Hmm. Definitely haven't. I haven't heard about that city before. Right. So
Yes,
we are
specifically.
here from Milan. We are living in Milan at the moment. And all right. So today we're gonna talk about supermarkets, and here is the plan. We're gonna talk about language for grocery shopping. We're gonna talk about comparative and superlatives of adjectives. So
Great.
hey, Katerina. So she's saying hi. Oh, I'm sorry. You showed it and I hit it. I'm in Livorno, not so far from Pisa. It takes 20 or 30 minutes by car.
Great.
Interesting. Nice.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Okay.
Fantastic, guys.
Okay, so I'm going to move on. So here we have some sentences. Oh, Olga says, Anika, you're my teacher. Oh, hi, Olga. I think I remember you from Montenegro. It's really nice to see you here.
Ah, she's from Monte, because you've
I
also been
think
teaching in
so.
Montenegro, Anika.
I've had a lot of lessons every Tuesdays,
Ah,
but I
that's
am only
why.
based in
Okay.
Meraviglì. I don't
Aha.
teach there anymore.
Gotcha. And Katerina has a
Yeah.
really good question here. Supermarket, is it like a grocery store? I would say so, Katerina. In American English, in fact, I would say that grocery store tends to be used more than supermarket. I mean, supermarket, everyone will understand you, but most
Mhm.
people say, I'm going to the grocery store. I'm not sure in your experience, Anika, is there
Yeah.
like a big difference for you?
Well, the places that I used to live in, people were more used to saying supermarket.
Supermarket, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it depends on the country, I suppose. Where I lived in Malaysia, people called it supermarket in English.
Yeah, because
Um,
I believe that
mm,
originally grocery
mhm,
store refers to actually a smaller shop. If we're talking about
yeah.
a big place, I think
Hmm.
supermarket would be the most appropriate word to use.
Yeah.
But it's just tradition, and so a lot of people in the States, at
Mm,
least, still talk about it, and they say, "I'm gonna go to the grocery store. I'm gonna do
hmm.
groceries,"
Hmm.
is what a lot of people say. And then,
Yeah.
yeah, on these slides, guys, we have a few sentences here that, so some of you are already answering if you think it's true or false. So
Mm,
basically, it talks about strategies that supermarkets use in order to encourage people to spend more money. So let's try to
yeah.
decide whether you think it's true or false. And also think of other examples. What kind of strategies does your local supermarket use to encourage shopping?
Yeah.
So everyone's saying it's true. So let's
Yeah.
have a look. Number one, shopping trolleys are built bigger to make you buy more. And yes, I believe that is definitely true.
Hmm. Yeah.
Uh,
So let's see.
Anika,
Yeah.
do you say shopping trolley?
I normally use a basket, like the little baskets that you can carry in your
Ah,
hand,
so a
because
small one.
yeah, the small baskets which you can carry like that. Um, Simply because I often buy things in small amounts, so it's really heavy. So I try to buy few things at a time.
Same for me because I don't have a car,
What about
so
you?
I gotta walk.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even the word itself, shopping trolley, I wouldn't use that myself. I would
Hmm.
say a shopping cart instead.
All right. Yeah.
So it's just like another word you guys might find. But yeah, and then the basket, yeah, as Anika said, is a
Hmm.
smaller one. So
Yeah. But
great.
yeah. Yeah, me too. I'm more used to saying shopping carts than
Shopping
trolley.
cart, yeah.
Yeah. Trolley might be a more British word, don't you think?
Yeah, I feel like
I.
trolley, yeah, is used in
Mhm.
so many different ways. For me, when
Hmm.
I say trolley, the first thing I think about is actually a tram.
Hmm.
In San Francisco, for example, you have the San Francisco trolleys, which are the
Hmm.
trams. I know at least in Italian, a trolley is what they call like a kind of rolly suitcase.
All right.
Call that a
Yeah.
trolley,
Hmm.
which in English, I don't think anyone would ever refer to a suitcase as a trolley.
Yeah. And also trolley reminds me of the in the airport you have trolleys where you put your luggage.
Yeah, the
Yeah, that's
trolleys.
what pops
That's
in my
right.
head when I think trolley.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have some comments coming in here. Eleanor said it's very simple marketing strategy.
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so some people are already answering number two. So Mari says it's false. So the second sentence is fresh fresh produce. I think it should be products.
I get, or
So,
in this case, maybe they mean fresh produce, like fruits and vegetables.
produce, yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
think
always at the
produce.
back of the shop.
Yes. So fruits
Okay,
and veggies, produce.
yeah. Produce is
Olga
always.
uses shopping hands. That's really funny, Olga.
So that way your fruits and vegetables are not crushed by the other items you buy. So, well, it kind of makes sense to me. Like, and probably also because they want to get rid of the older products. So probably they have them in front. So that's just my idea. So what do you think,
hmm
Chago? Do you think it's true?
I agree with everyone. I think it's false. See, it would
Mm-hmm.
make sense in a certain way because obviously you don't want your items crushed.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe the reason they do this is also because fruits and vegetables, they come in a variety of colors. So it's a
Mm-hmm.
very kind of like attractive sort of like welcome to the supermarket. When you enter and you see
Mm-hmm.
the red apples and green and yellow, etc.,
Oh,
it's just more
right.
welcoming.
Mm-hmm.
At least so I've heard.
Mm.
Yeah, so that's why they're usually at the front.
Okay. So,
Yeah, like Filippo also said here, usually
mm,
fruit. So funny thing here, vegetables is
mm,
countable. I use that with an
mm,
S, but
mm-hmm.
fruit is uncountable. So usually
Yeah, good
fruit
point.
is
Mm-hmm.
near the entrance. So it's a bit of it doesn't make much sense, but that's just how it is. Great.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see the answer here. We have it's false. Yeah, so it's not really true. And oops, sorry, you were not supposed to see that. Sorry, my bad.
Oh, but a lot of them had the answer, so it's
A
fine.
lot of them have said true. Yeah, so the most expensive products are usually on the right-hand side. The cheapest products are usually on the bottom shelf.
Yeah, that's
Right.
funny,
Yeah,
huh?
so what it is.
So just
Hmm.
like playing on our natural instincts, which is usually to
Hmm.
the right.
Yeah.
Uh, and yeah, of course, the most expensive products would be another good expression we can use here at eye level.
Hmm. Yeah.
At eye level.
Yeah, so you pay attention to it like as in when you are walking down that aisle. So that catches your attention.
Yeah, good word there, Nika, as well.
Yeah,
Aisle is a really good
aisle.
one. A bit
Yeah.
of it's a strange pronunciation if you consider the spelling. We say aisle. And the difference between kind of a corridor hallway versus an aisle is that a corridor, you have walls.
Mm-hmm.
In an aisle, you have other things that act like a wall. So, for in the case of a supermarket, you have shelves. Or if you're taking a plane, you have the aisle seat, right? So you have the aisle, you have chairs. Um, that's the big difference there.
Yeah. Also the word. So yeah, I like the comment of Mari. He says the cheapest products are always in inconvenient positions.
Yes. Yeah,
Inconvenient. Yeah. It's difficult to find them. Um, it's usually at the bottom or somewhere at the back of the store. We have to really look for it.
definitely. And then we have a few more. So yeah, I usually you look for the deals instead of offers. I would say the deals, the
Yeah.
deals, the cheap. Yeah, what's on discount usually. I agree with you. I do the same thing. I'm sorry, I don't remember your name from the beginning. Spiri Weary. I'm just gonna call you that for now.
Yeah.
And then we have Eleonora. So there is the bottom shelf, the half shelf. The top. I would say maybe the top shelf here, Leonora. So the bottom shelf, top shelf,
At the
and I
top shelf.
guess I don't know if I would say the half shelf, maybe
And eye level.
eye level. Yeah, the eye level, but maybe not shelf in that case. Just products at eye level.
Hmm.
Filippo, the answer is yes. So we have aisles on airplanes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Aisles is like in a hall, like a hall, Katerina. Maybe that I would say a hallway or corridor because we have walls. So if you have a
Hmm.
wall, I wouldn't say aisle. Yeah,
Yeah, that's a great way to remember it. No walls.
yeah, no
So
walls. Do
yeah.
you guys have? Are there other strategies that you have noticed in your supermarket? Have you noticed anything else, Anika?
Well, I have noticed. Well, the colors they use are kind of captures your attention. If something has, if there's a great deal on a product, they would put nice colors and um, they would advertise it.
Yeah,
They have great marketing strategies for that. So
definitely.
colors are really used
Colors. Yeah, usually
to
when you have a deal, it's
attract your
like the
attention.
price will be in a different color.
Yeah.
Another thing I've noticed is that all the essential products that we all buy, for example, maybe like
Mm-hmm.
bread, water, the
Mm-hmm.
fruit, of course, maybe pasta. I mean, this will depend, of course, on your country. What's considered essential? They
Mm-hmm.
are always in different positions, very far away from each other, because then
Yeah.
to buy the essentials, you have to at least look at the other
Mm-hmm.
products. So that's
Sure.
another strategy that is used.
Yeah, they're definitely spread out in different places.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good one. Spread
Yeah.
out. Nice expression. I'm going to write it down here. Spread
Yeah.
out or far apart, guys, when
Yeah,
things are
I
not
definitely
close
agree
to
with
each
that.
other.
So when you're going around looking for those products that you really need, you get to see other things and then you buy more and more.
Inevitably, you
So,
buy them, of course. Yeah. Also,
yeah.
I notice where you buy like toys and things. That's also where they put the candy. And so
Mm. Oh,
you
yeah.
really, if a
Mm.
child's gonna be there, they want the child to want everything at once.
Yeah, I want this and that and that.
Yeah. Diego's
So,
telling us that the big and cheap products are at the end of the supermarket.
mhm.
Yeah, that's I haven't thought about it, but I guess so. Yeah. And then they
Hmm.
also have like little things as you're about to pay, like chewing gum and
Oh, yeah.
chocolate,
Mm.
magazines,
Hmm.
as you're waiting.
Yeah. At the cashiers, you can have a lot of little things.
Yeah,
Okay. So, yeah, Simona here also says products for children are in convenient position for them. Yeah, so
yeah.
just like Tiago was saying.
Really nice word there, Simona. Convenient. Yeah, like convenient, like easy.
Hmm.
Yeah, good. Not. It doesn't refer
Yeah.
to money. It refers to how easy it is.
Hmm.
Yeah, great.
Mhm.
Yep. Really
Okay,
nice, guys.
so
If you
I'm
have
gonna.
other ideas and you want to share it with us, go
Mhm.
ahead. We're just gonna move on, but we can always go back to your comments. All right. So no worries.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna move on to some vocabulary on supermarkets. So if you guys know the answers, if you can match the pictures with the words on the left, please feel free to write it down, write the alphabet and the word next to it. So can I ask
Exactly.
Thiago to read the list of vocabulary here?
Sure, of course. Yes. So we have the categories are the fresh, dairy, canned or tinned, deli, bakery, and poultry.
Yeah, great, very
So
nice.
let us know, guys.
Yeah. So what do you guys think about the first picture we can see in A? So this obviously is a chicken, isn't it? Like
Yeah, like a roasted chicken, yes. So we
yeah.
have some answers here. Giuseppe is telling us that
Mhm.
F is the fresh. Yeah, exactly. The fresh, or as we said before, the produce can also be fresh section, the fresh department. Poultry. Good job, guys.
Well
Yes.
done. A
Good.
is poultry. So it really refers to some meat products from bird-like animals, isn't it,
Yeah.
Chago?
From
So
birds.
bird-like
Yeah.
animals like chicken, ducks, or turkeys.
Turkey. That's right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Then we have Eleonora is telling us that C would be the bakery. That's
Mhm.
absolutely right. E, great Filippo. That's dairy. Anything that kind of comes from milk is considered dairy.
Hmm. Yeah,
D, yeah, it can be tinned. Tin is the material that we make
yeah.
cans out of. So canned or tinned.
Hmm.
And then yes, B, yeah, just a spelling there, but really nice MC. That would be the deli. Deli, like
Yeah.
hams and
Deli.
such.
Yeah.
Wonderful, guys. Yeah, I think you got all of them.
I think they've got all of them. So, any questions? Let us know about this vocabulary. I'm just going to put them up here in front of you. So, you have deli. Deli comes from the word delicatessen, isn't it? Like it's from
Yeah,
a
like delicatessen. I think it's a German word, right?
delicatessen. Yeah.
Yeah, there are little shops in Germany that I know in the U.S. as well. It's quite common to find Germans, like German delis, where they like cut up the ham, etc.
Yeah,
So
they
yeah,
already
guys,
have
thanks for the
food.
comments.
Yeah, good job. Okay, so we are going to move on to the next thing here. Um, what? So let's answer the first
Hmm.
question here. What will you find in these departments? So the pictures that you can see are different departments in a supermarket. What will you find in the poultry section? Okay, so we were talking about poultry being some animal meat, which are like birds, like chicken or duck. Can you think of any other examples?
Exactly. And then while you guys think of this, Katerina has a question for us. She's asking, can a can of tuna, but also a can of beer? And you're absolutely right, Katerina. Can refers to the that container. So yeah, can of beer, can of tuna, can of beans,
Yeah.
absolutely. And then as Anika wrote to us before, tin
Mhm.
is the material that is used.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Anika, is there anything that you need to get at the supermarket? Maybe not today, because I guess it's quite late, but tomorrow, this week?
I think I might need some bread from the supermarket if I can
Mm-hmm.
get any. So yeah, I'm running out of them.
Cool. Yeah, you
Uh,
can ask Liam for some bread recipes since he's
yeah, I know
the
he's really good
expert.
at making bread. Or I might
Cool.
want to buy some ingredients for making bread so I can do it on my own.
Yeah, great. Yeah, Maori, turkey, that would be the poultry, definitely. I would just add an E to that, but very nicely done. Turkey. Ah,
Yeah,
yeah, you corrected yourself. Fantastic.
great.
Giuseppe needs to buy some milk and water at the
Hmm.
supermarket. Maori, don't be sorry at all. That's exactly what we're here for. And that was just a little typo in any
Hmm.
case. But do make mistakes, please, folks. Simona, ooh, the cow or the calf. Good word, by the way.
Hmm.
Now, I wouldn't say that that's poultry. I would say it's meat. So you can
Hmm.
find it in the meat department. But poultry, as Anika was telling you guys, it's from birds only.
Hmm.
Okay, but yeah. And at the supermarket, we wouldn't call it a cow or calf because that's basically the animal. So when we talk about it in terms of food, we try not to think of the animal, I suppose, and so we change the words.
Hmm.
So what do we call the meat from a cow, for example? What do we refer to that as? So let
Yeah.
us know.
Hmm.
And then in the meantime, Eleonora's saying, if you have to buy bread, you have to go to the bakery.
Hmm.
Yes, absolutely. And during these days, it is better to shop online, Filippo. Absolutely, yes. Also because the lines to get into the supermarket have
Yeah.
been quite insane.
Yeah.
But I honestly, it's a nice excuse sometimes just to kind of get a little bit of fresh air.
Yes.
So I don't even mind waiting in line so much.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Me neither. But then sometimes, just to avoid overcrowding, I tend to go really early in the morning so I wouldn't have to see anybody, although it would be really nice to be around people. But then I'm just a bit too cautious, I suppose.
Uh huh.
So Katerina says, I'll buy some vegetables like fennel, eggplants, tomatoes, carrots. Good vocabulary, Katerina.
Yeah.
Maury
Fennel,
says, I
especially.
need a
Yeah.
good bottle of wine.
Oh yes, I finished all of my alcohol yesterday. All my
Oh,
beer,
really?
all my wine. I mean, I have some gin, but I think that's an extreme
Yeah.
case. Uh, and Simona, yes, good job. So if we're talking about the cow, we usually beef is the generic word. But if
Mm-hmm.
you're buying like a one piece of it, like
Mm-hmm.
all in one, then it's also a steak. Absolutely. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. So we were talking about poultry, which led us to the discussion about meat and beef. Um, let's talk about deli.
Yeah.
Oh, we have more
Yeah.
comments
If I
coming in.
want some drinks to buy, what is the name of the department? Uh, that's a. I guess I would just refer to it as the wine department or the beer or I guess
Liquor
spirits, liquor. Yeah.
department. I
It
don't know.
depends also where you come from. See, for example, in most states in the US, you are not allowed to buy alcohol from a supermarket. Some
Not really.
states, they sell beer and wine, but most of the times, if you want to buy alcohol, you have to go to a liquor store.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a completely separate business. So depending on where you go, you have to go to the liquor store. So I guess the liquor department, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Leonora said, yes, I drunk a Bella Vista bottle alone. Oh, don't worry, Leonora, we're all doing it.
Yeah, don't feel bad about it.
That's how we're surviving. Excellent.
Yeah.
All
Okay,
right,
so
cool.
we can move on to the deli section. Yeah, what can you find in this section? So here we have a picture of some ham. So you slice up hams. We don't have to cook it. So that's what you find in deli section. Things are already made for you, cooked for you. So if you know any other examples, please let us know. What can you find in the deli section?
Hmm.
Okay. So I love the deli section because I can buy things I don't have to cook. Because some days I have my lazy moments
Just
and I
ready to
don't feel
go.
like cooking. So that really helps.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's been nice that we've been kind of like on, I mean, the one nice thing about the lockdown is the extra time to cook for sure. I've been
Mm.
really having fun in the kitchen, like making my own bread. And, the other day I made fresh tortillas. That was pretty fun. And
Nice. How did
so
it go?
it went well, actually. Like not see the my biggest problem when making flatbread is I'm not very good with the rolling pin. Uh,
Okay.
so I can't really make it like round shaped. It becomes like some
Mm.
weird like one of them look like Sicily. But hey, it's fine, right? So liquor store depends on the state. Yes, it depends on the state. See, in California, you can buy wine and beer
Mhm.
at the supermarket. I went to college in Pennsylvania, and there you absolutely cannot. You have to go to a liquor store. In
Mhm.
some states, they even have regulations. Like I know in Georgia, if I'm not mistaken, you cannot buy any alcohol at all on Sundays.
Mhm.
So it's really bizarre how it's like, yeah, it's all completely different. Sure.
Hmm. Yeah.
Uh,
So we.
Pecorino Parmigiano, yeah, those are two examples of cheeses, and of course we don't really translate them. Parmesan is a way you can kind of translate Parmigiano, but if it's a
Yeah.
real Parmigiano, we just say Parmigiano.
Yeah. So yeah. Olga also says so. It is difficult for children to buy alcohol in England, if not in supermarkets. Right. So it's yeah. So because in supermarkets children can have access to alcohol, it can be a problem.
Yeah,
So
I mean, in the US, even to enter a liquor store, you need to have your ID. Even if
mm,
you are, you look 35 years old, if you don't have your ID, you cannot even enter the liquor store. So it's quite, I don't
I
know
like
in
that.
England how that works, but
Mm,
yeah.
yeah, I like that idea. It's kind of very it sounds restricted, but I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, it could be. It's nice to separate it, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah, just to be on the safe side. So Simona says in the deli section you can buy ready meals like lasagna. Yeah. So yeah, sometimes they have
Yeah,
that. Mm,
exactly. Although in English, I guess we would always say it in the singular, lasagna.
mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but uh-huh.
So yeah. So Eloisa says, I think I remember Eloisa from our school.
Oh
So
yeah, for sure.
so I think the deli you could find particular food. Yeah, I think sometimes they have international food in the deli section, isn't it, from foreign countries?
Yeah.
So some special delicacies. And so Katerina says in deli section we could buy beef steak.
What's
Right. So
beefsteak? I've never. Do you know what that is?
um, I would say like steak,
Like just
just
steak.
steak. I think. Yeah.
Ah, beef as in okay because it comes from the cow, so beef
Yeah.
steak and that. Yeah, I guess I would just say steak, Katerina, because it
Oh.
already
Mm,
tells us that it is from a cow. So you can just say
yeah.
steak. But yeah,
Mm.
yeah. There's also roast beef. That's another one.
Oh yeah. So steak is a specific type of beef, like cooked in a particular way. And so yeah, Olga, yes, great idea. Um, Alice also says the delicate. Okay, sorry, I'm just repeating the comments
Yeah,
because
lots of
sometimes
comments,
it's
guys.
not.
Thank you. Keep them coming. Keep them coming.
Yeah.
Filippo, does deli mean gastronomia? I
Hmm.
believe so, Filippo. I am not 100% here, but I'm pretty sure even like, yeah, at Esselunga, for example, which is usually where I go to, yeah, they have the gastronomia part. And I would say that, yeah, that's where you find a lot of the, you get people to cut things for you. You might find some kind of like ready to go meals, etc. So yeah,
Hmm. Yeah. So originally it comes from the word delicatessen. So maybe
delicatessen.
in
Yeah.
Spain, France, they might have a specific name for it or something similar. Who knows? Um, so I would also think about cheese in the deli section.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a lot of the times cheese is also sold there at the same place. In fact, if you enter a deli, the first thing you notice is a very strong smell, right? You get
yeah,
the smell of the cured ham and all the different types of cheeses. So yeah.
mm, yeah. So let's talk about a bakery. So tell us, guys, what you think about the bakery section. What do you find there? So obviously it's bread and some sweets as well, I would say.
Yeah, anything that is baked, I suppose. So also cakes, etc. You can find that here in Italy. It's quite, you also find like little pizzas
Yeah,
as well.
yeah. Okay. So there's not much to it, not much to bakery. So we can just talk about canned or tinned food. Mm, so someone already said that tuna can come in cans. So tunas, beans, and in some a lot of drinks come in cans. Canned Coca-Cola and so on. Canned beer. All right. So if you guys think of any other examples of canned or tinned food, let us know. So do you normally buy canned food, Thiago?
I do sometimes, yes, for the convenience of it. In fact, at the moment, my fridge is quite empty, and I saw that I do have like a can of soup that I can make for today of like minestrone.
Mm,
So I'll definitely be making some of that tonight. But I do prefer to buy
mhm,
frozen or fresh if I can, because
mhm,
canned goods they usually have a lot less nutrients.
hmm.
If you
Yeah,
read kind of the back, you're not getting so much out of it. So
yeah,
it's convenient, but
yeah,
better to buy it fresh. Yeah.
yeah. You wouldn't want to buy it regularly, like every day. So sometimes convenient. So Simona says, "I love everything in a bakery section." Yeah, it's definitely they sell really nice things. Um, so Very says cake, biscuits, flour, and most things about this food. So I
Anything
guess you
related to that, I
hmm,
guess.
anything related to this. So I guess she's talking about the bakery section. So Giuseppe says sometimes you can find sweets, pizza, and biscuits.
Biscuits, great.
Great. And then we have mm, Myru saying in tinned you could find cans of beans, chickpeas, and tomatoes. So a little bit of a spelling mistake there. Bean is spelled Bean.
Yeah,
So
just like
different
Eloisa.
choices and
Yeah.
very good beans. And Katerina says in dairy section, they for
They or
you.
you. Yeah, you can say you, Katerina, because you in English is can be used as an impersonal pronoun. So it doesn't
Mhm,
mean you, but you
mhm.
kind of in general. So you could find some cheese and milk. Absolutely, yeah. Cheese, milk. You might even find like yogurt.
Yeah.
Anything that comes from milk, you would find in the dairy section. And the Leonora is a lot of type of bread, but also pizza and some desserts in the bakery as well, I suppose.
Hmm.
And ooh, nice comment there. Tin is ooh, if you say cancerous, cancerous,
Cancer, carcinogenic.
carcinogenic. That's it. Yes, carcinogen. Oh, good luck spelling that. Carci. Oh, let me try. I guess my computer will correct me. Carcinogenic. Okay, no correction. So I guess that's it.
Well, yeah, so cancer causing products are carcinogenic. Well, I hope not, but yeah, I think I've heard that as well. A lot of things being carcinogenic. Interestingly enough, recently, not so recently, I found out that toothpaste is known to be carcinogenic. I hope it's not true.
Yeah, there's so many things. Yeah.
There's so many things. I mean, we are just poisoning ourselves these days.
Not to talk about the air we breathe every day. That has been better lately, but oh gosh,
At
can't
least
win.
there's a bright side to this story.
Yeah.
So we have talked about can section, the dairy section. Oh yeah, so what can you find in the dairy section? Let us know, guys. So
Yeah, so I
these are
guess
the
we actually did that one, right? Because someone also asked about that. We talked about yogurt. So maybe we can, I guess we could even maybe move on. Because yeah, with produce, I mean, we have a lot of it.
yeah. Okay, so we can just move on. Here we have a dialogue. Where is the? So when you're getting around in the supermarket, oh, we have a comment from Olga saying, "I love the smell of bakery section. Should put bread in all section just for the smell." Yeah, me
Yes.
too. I love the welcoming smell of the
Absolutely, yes.
yeah. Even just a bakery store is lovely. A separate bakery store outside a supermarket.
That's another strategy supermarkets use as well. We're talking about that in the beginning, is making it smell good, because
Yeah,
then you get hungry and you buy more.
sure,
Yeah.
sure. So,
So yeah, maybe do we want to read this dialogue, Anika? So I guess the blue we have the customer, and the red is the staff member. So let's see. I
yeah.
am the customer. I approach a staff member and I say, "Hello, do you work here?
Yes, how can I help you?
I'm looking for ice cream.
The ice cream is in the frozen section.
Where is the frozen section?
It is the next aisle to the left.
Thanks for your help."
You're welcome.
Yeah, I guess
All right.
that's pretty straightforward, guys. So we talked about aisle, we talked about the sections. So I guess it should all be clear, but do let us know if not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Any questions, just let us know. So in the meantime, we can move on, I guess. So we have here clerks and customers. So in pairs is so here we have a map of a supermarket with different departments labeled. So we can ask each other questions. So one of us, we can do sort of a role play. One of us pretend to be the customer and the other the clerk, and try to help each other find what we were looking for.
Yeah,
But
great.
before,
And we have
uh,
another comment, right, from Simona.
in a dairy section, you can find milk, yogurt, a lot of okay kind of cheese, fresh cream. Right.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And Filippo is asking, is ice cream uncountable? Yes, Filippo, ice cream is uncountable because it's kind of like I mean, not like quite a liquid, but it's just this like cream. So
yeah,
we don't count. We can talk about like a container of ice cream, like a tub of ice cream. but the thing itself is uncountable. Yeah.
It's a very good question. Okay. So here is a. So we can do a role play for this map. So we could repeat the dialogue we had before.
Sure.
And so this time I could be the customer, and Thiago, you could be the clerk. That's where we.
Absolutely.
Okay, so hi, hello. I'm looking for um, some ham, please.
Some ham. Absolutely. Would you like some like freshly cut ham or packaged ham?
I would prefer some packaged ham, please.
Packaged ham. Okay,
Where,
so you can
where
find
can I
packaged ham in the refrigerated section of the supermarket, which is near the entrance, close to aisle 2, where you find the fresh produce. You will find a refrigerator there where you can see the packaged ham. Otherwise, if you prefer fresh ham, you will find that in the deli section, which is all the way to the end, straight ahead on aisle number 6.
Thank you. You've been very helpful.
You're welcome.
Okay. So you could be the customer, and I could do a role play, and I'm
Absolutely,
working in the
sure.
supermarket.
Sorry, excuse me. Do you work here?
Yes, I do actually. How can I help you?
Yes, I just have a question. I'm looking for beans. Could you tell me where I can find some?
Absolutely. Would you like some canned beans or some dry beans that are packed?
Um, yeah, I guess I'll have some canned beans because I need to make a recipe tonight, and I don't have time to leave them underwater.
Okay. Well, you can find it in aisle number 6, which is right next to the poultry and dairy section.
Okay, and
Uh,
which direction is that?
so it's on your right.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so you go straight ahead past the fresh and the bakery aisles, um, and you will find it on your left.
Okay, fantastic. You've been very helpful. Thank you.
You're welcome. Right. Okay, so we can just move on to our next topic here. So match the questions with the answers. Um, so these are typical conversation questions or answers you can use in supermarkets. So before we begin with that, so let's read some comments here. Katerina says, who is the clerk who sells? Yes, so the clerk is the person who works in the supermarket.
Yeah, exactly. And we've
And
got Pina, there are 2 aisles, both numbered 6. Ooh, yes, I guess that must have been a mistake then. Yeah, it should have been maybe aisle 6 and 7, perhaps.
oh yes,
Oh, you're
yeah, I
absolutely right,
didn't.
Pina.
Good observation. Yeah. So if that happens in real life, that could be confusing. Okay, so we have some questions here that we have to match with the answers. So we can start by reading the questions and then matching them.
Yeah, and since
So I
there's a
could read
little
out.
bit of a delay, guys, you can just think of the answer perhaps, and we'll just give them to you. Because also, I know we don't have numbers or letters here, so it might be a bit tricky to match. Um, that's nice. Maudi is asking us a question. Please, I'm looking for yogurt and frozen products. Where you
Mhm.
can say where are they or where can I find them? Do you
Hmm.
want to help them, Anika? Do you want to be the clerk in this case? Oh, actually, Katerina is answering the question.
Hmm.
Great.
You can find it in the first section. Very good. Yeah. So in aisle
Yeah.
number. Um, so sometimes the screen gets covered, so it's hard to read. But
Yeah.
so the first section is aisle number 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good. Maybe you
So,
guys are
so
answering. Actually, you're probably answering the other. I didn't realize that.
okay. Yeah. So it takes a little time to
Yeah, there's a bit of a
uh,
delay with
sort
the
of,
comments.
yeah. Okay. So we can just move on to the next one just before time for limited time. So we can carry on with matching these questions.
Yes.
Okay.
So number one is that where can I find some broccoli? And then Katerina said you can find it in the fresh section. Absolutely. Good job. Number two is where can I find ice cream? And Katerina also answered that one. Aisle 3, next to the frozen pizzas. Yeah, that would make sense because it's in the frozen section. And then where can I find them? Yes, that's right, because we're talking
Yeah.
about plural.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll ask you number 3, Anika, maybe you can answer. Where are the canned beans?
Okay, so canned beans should be in the canned section. Yeah, to your left.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And where is the yogurt?
In the dairy section, aisle 7.
Okay, and can I help you with something? So,
Yes, I'm lost. Where is the exit?
great. Excuse me, do you work here?
Yes, I do. How can I help you?
Yeah, great. So, I think these are quite straightforward, but if you guys still have any questions about any vocabulary or something that you want to confirm, let us know. So we have some correct answers here. Elnora, you should be in the can. They should be in the can section, in the dairy section, right?
Great.
So if it's okay, we can move on to the next slide. So decide who is talking. So we were talking about the clerk and the customer before. Here we have some sentences or questions, and we have to identify if the clerk says it or the customer. So again, if you guys know the answer, please number them and write clerk or customer. So I can do the first one and then we can take turns maybe. So the first one is that will be £9. Anything else? So I will give you guys a little bit of time to answer if you already know it. That will be £9. Anything else? Okay. So when's the next time you're going to the supermarket, Chago? While we
See,
wait for
I should have gone earlier today, but I didn't
the
realize I didn't have any food. So I will probably go tomorrow morning when I wake up.
Okay, great. So thank you. Well done, Katerina. So the clerk says that.
And number 2 as well.
And
Yes.
number two as
Okay,
well.
that'll
So
be £3. Yep.
yeah, great. And
Uh,
then
yeah, I guess 3 could be either the customer or the clerk, really. It's just like a
yeah,
just polite, yeah.
yeah. So I'm gonna put up the
All
answers
right,
here. So
Katerina
here,
on fire. Great job. For around 350 grams, please. That would be the customer.
that's right. Of course. How much would you like?
Yeah, and in the meantime, guys, think about the order, okay? So you can just give us the number.
So Elmar says I have to go because I have to do story with my daughter.
Ah, do you have to
Bye.
read her a story, Eleonora? That's really cute.
Aw.
Awesome.
Bye.
Well, thanks for joining, Eleonora. Have a nice evening.
Yeah. Have a good one. Okay, so Giuseppe says 6 is customer. Right, so I'll just put up the answers here. So clerk, customer, and hello, I would like to buy some cheese. Of course, customer. Okay, so great job, guys. So as you can see, these sentences are not in order, so you have to put them in order. Okay, so what should be the first, second? So it's not 1, 2, 3, but 2, 2, 4, 5, or whatever.
Yeah, just let us know the order. We'll give you guys about 2 minutes or so before because we're almost out of time. But all right, we got. Let's check here if that makes sense. So do you want to maybe alternate, Anika, and we can make sure the conversation flows. So
Um,
7. Yeah, I guess Mauri and Simona have the same answers. Hello, I would like to buy some cheese.
And let's see, the next one is, of course, how much would you like?
Great.
Great.
Around 350 grams, please.
Yeah. That will be £9. Anything else? And then you have,
Yes, 200 grams of ham, please.
okay, that will be £3.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wonderful job,
Okay. So,
guys.
yeah. So we're actually out of time. So do you think we can just wrap up?
Yeah,
And in the meantime, if you guys have any questions, a last minute question, please let us know. It's great participation. Well done, everybody.
yeah, loads of comments, guys. Thank you so much for all the input and the feedback. That's what makes these lessons even better, is if you guys are participating. Yeah, so we also hope this was useful. We got some nice vocabulary, some kind of expressions you can use when talking to, not only in the supermarket, I mean, you can use this in most shops and stores as well.
Yeah,
So
definitely. Yeah.
great. Yep, and just remember, we do have these webinars at every hour, guys. So even tonight, we have another one at 7 and one at 8. And then, all day, really, from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. and also Saturday morning. So keep
Yeah.
joining us. Thank you. Thanks, Simona. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah. Okay. Have a great evening,
Have a
guys.
lovely
Bye.
evening. Bye.